What's going on, people? This is Al Shabazz again for SuitMagazine.com. We're here this evening with comedian, promoter, Rick Michael.
Comedian and actor.
Oh, excuse me.
Superstar.
Comedian, actor, superstar, all around good guy.
It is nice to meet you. You look like Bishop Eddie Long's son. That's what you look like.
No. Anybody
I'm just playing. You know, Bobby Jones. Yes. We're having some fun, man. You look happy. You know, makeup and everything. This is nice.
You make me happy.
Another man makes you happy. We're going to get into that later. I got nothing
You make me happy, man. You making me smile. We're not going to talk about that.
Okay, pause. Pause on the making another man happy.
This is the funniest interview I've ever done. I didn't get a chance to get started.
That's right.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
As you can see, I'm here to the big screen. If you look, doing big things, Mama. Look at it. No, I'm having fun. I'm very happy to be here. All those I'm very happy to be here. I would have dressed totally different. I didn't. That's fine. Got on my little TJ Maxx shirt. AJ Wright have a sale. I take advantage. That's what it's about. But I'm here, comedian Rick Michael, like you said, comedian, actor. You see me at Bad Boy Comedy, Comedy Jam, BT's Comedy View, Comedy Central, Your Effect, MTV, a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. Plus, I was the first comedian to ever do every single judge show. I did every single one. TV, Judge Brown, Judge Bill, Judge Mathis. Actually,
All the other defendant as a what?
Just actually funny sketches. I had a great idea to take all my funny sketches and actually put them on live TV. So I actually put a couple on Maury, put a couple on different television shows. Together, I think I had 37 television shows.
Yeah, how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy about 8 years.
Now they say that with comedy, behind every comic.
First of all, this is not good. This is more than the magazine. It's just me and you. It's not more online. Yeah. Oh man, if you see this, child support or my parole office is working, I'm actually, because I got a house arrest bracelet, I took it off, put it on my daughter, so I don't even think I should be doing it. This is actually going out like that. I was told that it was just for us.
I have to get my proposal.
Nice triceps though. Nice to see a brother who works the triceps out. Most niggas just focus on the form. Why we gotta like what you like them? That's what I'm learning.
I don't know.
There's a lot of shit going on that's confusing.
Yeah, confusing.
You got a gray shirt, gray jeans, he's shooting in a brown shirt. Look, I don't know what's going on. You look like off-work UPS workers. I don't know what the hell. Y'all both got big bags. Anyway.
This is what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to let the people know a little bit about you, what you got coming up, tell them a little bit about your history. I'm just going to give you the floor because I can't control it.
You can't control what?
I can't control you, man.
You got some long eyelashes. They look like push brooms. Stupid. Every time you like, shing, your shit may go. Is that Revlon? Maybe it's me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Anyway, I'm silly. I'm having a good time. Yeah, brother. I wasn't supposed to be here. I was a miscarriage that lived. I'm excited.
Okay.
You said talk about what you're doing. Like you know, of course, I'm originally from Chicago. I was in a movie. I don't know if you've seen. I was the actual 299th person in 300. If you've seen that, I don't know if you watched it, but I was actually 299th person. I died in the beginning. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
See, this is what you get anytime you come to this brother's show. The brother will have you cracking up.
I'm gonna beat diabetes.
We had to stop shooting like 3 or 4 times already for the mere fact that we can't control ourselves. So we're trying to get some questions answered from the brother, so it can give you a little bit more into the insight of what type of person he is. But we know what type of person he is. He's a damn funny guy, man.
I have fun. My landlord got those same jeans. Listen, what do you want to talk about? I'm sorry.
We want to talk about you, bro.
Thank you. I really rarely get a chance to express myself, and I appreciate you talking about me. I feel like my chest is all warm when you say that. What do you want to talk about? Talk about me. I was supposed to perform at Whitney Houston's funeral with Bobby Brown. I was with him, and they kicked us all out. Is that too soon to talk about that? I don't know. I got a lot of stuff. No, seriously. Okay, that's all jokes aside. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised. I came out here from Chicago to do comedy. Actually, I started on comedy when I was 13. Sneaking in clubs, like all jokes aside, in Chicago. And when I finished high school, Marquis college. I played football for Purdue University. Once I graduated, I was like, went to law school for a little bit, and I was like, I want to do a community. My best friend died, so I came to New York. And I actually slept on the streets of New York for a year. I was actually homeless for a year. I didn't want to get a job. I actually just wanted to know if I was funny enough, so I had to get it out of me. I didn't want to be, what's that? Is that a flop?
Yeah.
Come on, you dark like the Africans. You're supposed to just let that shit land on your face like the commercials. Why ain't you blocking with your push broom eyelashes? Listen, you messed my tender moment up. That was my Oscar-winning speech. I'm about to be Monique. No, so I came to New York and I actually was homeless on the street for like a year. Because I really wanted to know if I could do comedy. I really wanted to know if I was gifted with a gift to do it, because it was always in me. I never really wanted to do anything else. As a child, I just did it. And lo and behold, it took off of me actually after about a year of being homeless. And the funny thing about being homeless, I didn't want nobody to know. I used to shower and shave and stuff like that in valleys and work out every day. Coming to New York, I ended up losing like 150 pounds immediately. And it was like 3 or 4 months. My mother thought I was on crack. It was like Freddie Jackson, like a young Luther Vandross. I was so scared at the time. But
so you did have to go through some trial and tribulation.
But I put myself through. It wasn't like I could have got a job. I could have did different things. But I just wanted to know. I gave myself a year. I said, God, if you want me to do this, then let me know. I'm gonna put everything aside. I'm gonna believe in you, and I'm gonna have faith in what I do. And if it takes off for me, it takes off for me. And it did. Next thing I know, I was in doing shows for MTV. I did the comedy. That was my first television appearance. I did comedy 3 times back to back. And Christina Milian and my mother, she managed me and she put me in a movie, Love Across the Room. She started off with the lead, and then Troy Byer, who is a very, very good director, and Ruben Cannon, which is a very, very good. If you've ever seen the Tyler Perry movies, then you see it's Ruben Cannon. They gave me a lot of push and put me out there. And 11 across the day and a couple of movies. They did like 4 movies total. And then I left LA and I felt like I wasn't funny enough. They was at the time, and I felt like I wasn't funny enough, so I moved back to New York to hone my skills for movie. And it's really been taking off.
Because I see that we're here now in Club Retro out here on the island in New York. What type of affiliation do you have?
You are really squatting the shit out of that fly. That's bothering me.
You know, that old school eyelash type thing, those Africans, we can't stand flies.
I don't know, flies love people who don't wear deodorant.
That's why they keep going your way.
I don't know, keep doing it. It was like daddy's over there. Let me find out you might be like your brother.
I don't know why I'm trying to
motherfucker. No, but yeah, I just feel like I've been blessed with the opportunity to comedy. It's been taking off like this year, of course. I'm in a magazine article in a club. It's made of all wood. It's actually used to belong to He-Man. He-Man had this club at first, and he sold it to Neil, which is actually of Retro. Now Neil has the power.
And what do you do here at Retro?
I do a weekly comedy show. What I do is I find that no matter what you're doing, you can be live or television watching, you need home base. Because no matter how many jokes you write on paper, how many times on the screen, you have to have an outlet to find out if it's funny. And I've been such an advocate of clubs instead of actually mainstream comedy clubs. I become an advocate of people who actually give comedy a chance, because the mainstream is so hard. Like, I fought to get in and they give you hardly anything. I was talking to another comedian, Jason, about this a few seconds ago, and I was like, you go and they give you nothing for an opportunity to pay you a little bit of money, and they take all the money. And they just don't have the black comic. It's really hard to crack that market. Like, I used to do the comic strip, and I used to host it. They used to put me on Mad Lady. When they do the showcase, it's only when they look for black people, they put you on it. So it's actually nice to actually take comedy that people appreciate. And that's why I come to Retro and I do it for me. It's like the cheapest one in the world.
So if an up-and-comer or someone that think that they have the chops, to be a comedian, can they come here and
I showcase you? You audition on. You tell me you want to go on stage, you get 5 minutes. I don't do. It's not a lottery. It's not you. And I thank clubs like this. It's not a lottery. It's not a whole bunch of things you go through. You just say, hey, I want to do 5 minutes. I'll put you on. It's not that difficult. You don't have to come back or bring 20 people. If you love the art, then I'll put you on. Because that's how it was done for me. People like Corey Holcomb, Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac actually gave me my name. It used to just be Rippy. He was like, that's gay. You should just be Rippy unless you move to San Francisco. You should shorten it to Rippy. He was like, you need my last name. So I took my first name and used my last name, and that's how I live my life.
So let's say someone wanted to come to the club here. How would they get in contact with you to get their 5 minutes?
I'm on. You can follow me. I don't care where I'm doing comedy, whether it's in New York or LA. And I stay in New York because at one point I can honestly say I ran New York. I honestly ran New York for a number of years. You can ask any comedian across the country. I had the most comic rooms of any comedian that ever touched New York. At one point I had 15 rooms. 15 rooms. It used to get to the point where I would do a show, do 3 shows every single night. And I would bring up the feature, leave, go to the next one, host to have the feature, go on the headline and leave. I ran New York all the way from Spring Valley, all the way from Coast to BBQs to Brooklyn. I had 5, 6 rooms in Brooklyn, I had 4 rooms in the Bronx. I was the first person to ever do gospel comedy at BB King's. And they actually took the idea from me and they started doing the gospel comedy brunch. But at first it was just me. I would bring artists like BB Winans, Vicky Winans, oh my God, somebody Mario Winans, everybody used to come to, you name it. You know, Hezekiah Walker, Smokey Norfolk when the album first dropped, because I wanted McDonald's Gospel Fest. And I just continued to bring artists. I had a vibe in this album in gospel comedy. It was a great venue, right? At 2 o'clock.
So, but if someone wanted to come here and do their 5 minutes, how would they get in contact with you?
Anything I'm doing, if you see my name on your community, it's coming to me. I don't care where I am. If you see my name on the flyer, if it's not a humongous data show, I'll put you on. Are you able to say, hey, Rick, reach out to me on Twitter, reach out to me on Facebook, reach out to me on rickmike.com, my website? Nothing. It's nothing. I've always been an advocate of putting communities on. Always. With no hesitation. First time, anytime.
Okay, so to wrap it up, do you have anything that you would like to say to the public?
Well, if to the public, that I'm not guilty and I had nothing to do with that. No, I'm just joking. No, I really want to find out. I just got some really big things going. I just want y'all to look out for that. I'm actually, thanks to Cold Black, I'm on the Shaq tour. So that's a really big thing. I've been looking forward to doing that for a long time, which is the #1 comedy tour in the country right now. #1 comedy tour in the country. I'm also doing, and the whole team, Tamara, Terry, Valerie, Jeff, they're fantastic. When I tell you they're fantastic, they've revolutionized black comedy because it actually fell off for a while with the introduction of comedy. Comedy prosperous and point, and the market fell off for black comedy. They completely went by the wayside, but because of Cold Black and then they actually made Kevin Hart a star. That's why Kevin Hart now is getting $50,000. Corey Holcomb, D-Ray, getting great money. So I really want to thank Cold Black a lot. I cannot tell you how fantastic and magnificent that is. Plus my HBO special is coming out. We didn't talk about that.
Well, let's talk about it, man.
My HBO special is coming out. I just taped it not too long ago. I don't mean brag or whatever. I just sound like I'm bragging on myself, but I'm not trying to. I just taped my HBO special at the Mohegan Sun Arena in front of 13,500 people. I am the first black comic to ever take an HBO special in front of that many people. No one has ever done it.
Congratulations.
Only people that did it was 4 people, which was the Kings of Comedy. I'm the first comedian to do it by itself. Black. Don't get me wrong, Jeff Dunham, Dane Cook, but I'm the first one to do it to be a black arena comic. So that actually is a blessing.
So family, you see the brother here, he's doing great things, he's doing big things.
Plus I'm on this magazine, and we're inside of a castle or a cool closet. And it is amazing. I got a spotlight with no light on it. I don't know if they want to turn it on. I don't know what happened to the bulb. I got a cameraman.
Oh man, you gotta do that all.